Hey student, watch this video if you want to learn 5 advanced adjectives in English coming up. Hey friends, Teacher Prix here to help you talk to anyone, anywhere, anytime in English. First of all, thank you so much for joining me on another video, another English lesson. If it's your first time here, hey, welcome. Thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to teach you. And if it's your first time, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I hope you learned something new. Please consider subscribing. From Monday to Friday, I post all kinds of English lessons, vocabulary, phrasal verbs, grammar, listening tips, reading tips, vocabulary tips, study tips, speaking tips, all kinds of lessons because I want to make you a better and more confident English speaker. So hey, subscribe. Anyways, my friends, today, excuse me, I was a little late. Usually every day there are lessons at 7:30 p.m. São Paulo, Brazil time, okay? So that's usually when the lessons go live. Most of the times my followers, my subscribers watch the replay, which is awesome. You know, I'm happy you watched the replay. So today I'm going to be showing you 5 advanced adjectives. Maybe you know them, maybe not, but I think that at some point you need to start becoming familiar with these words and gradually include them in your study routine, you know, so that you can create more examples. If you have someone to talk to, that's a good idea to try to use them and include them in your routine, or when you have conversations with friends or practicing here in the comments. I always ask you guys to participate. You guys are so creative. There are so many nice comments for every video. So that's the spirit, okay? So participate and focus on the advanced adjectives I'm going to show you today. So the first one is mind-blowing, okay? Now, usually an intermediate speaker or a basic speaker that is beginning to improve focuses on surprising. Oh, the movie, the end of that movie was surprising. Well, we can be a little bit more advanced and we can say mind-blowing, you know, even my hair got messed up now. So this is a very common adjective that native speakers use all the time, okay? Now, this mind-blowing is used in informal situations, okay? You're not going to be in a meeting and when your boss says something and then you're gonna say that, wow, that was surprising. You're not gonna look at your boss and say, wow, that was mind-blowing. No, unless you work at a very informal workplace, then I don't recommend. Only if it's a very informal place, but if it's not, then mind-blowing would not be a good idea. But why do I say it is advanced? Well, native speakers use this very easily, but non-native speakers don't, because we focus too much on the translation. So why aren't you using more advanced vocabulary? Probably because you focus too much on the meaning and you forget to focus on the situations. So here I have an example for you. That movie's special effects are mind-blowing, like amazing, extremely surprising. There are more definitions of mind-blowing, okay? But usually it's in this aspect of surprising. When something is really surprising, that's when you use these adjective, okay? Now the next example. That 3D exhibition was mind-blowing. So here maybe I'm with a friend and I'm talking about an exhibition that I saw at a museum or a gallery, and it was a 3D exhibition. Wow! It was mind-blowing. It was amazing. extremely surprising, okay? So this is the idea. Now, you don't need to start using these adjectives like in every conversation, but try to implement these adjectives I recommend slowly, because that's how you're going to become a better and more confident speaker. And that's why I'm not giving you a list of 100 advanced adjectives you must know, because let's be honest, there are many adjectives you should know, but at the end of the day, you need to remember those adjectives. And it's better to remember 5 good advanced ones than studying 100 and not remembering any, okay? Awesome. And if you want to learn more videos, well, if you want to watch more videos like this, where I show you advanced expressions, advanced adjectives, make sure to hit that like button, because that way I understand that this is the kind of lesson you enjoy and that you want to watch here on my channel. I ask this every day because it's important for me. Every week I check the videos you enjoy the most, the videos that got more likes, because then I understand which videos you want more, okay? More of, all right? Awesome, moving on. The next one is thrilled. I like this one. Usually when you say you are, you need a verb to be, okay? I am thrilled. Teacher, can I only use it with verb to be? No, there are other structures, there are other ways for you to use thrilled. But I'm just giving you a hand here. I'm just giving you some help, okay? So when you say you are thrilled, you are very happy, very excited. Something is happening, okay? So you are extremely pleased. It's also a possibility. And you can say in an affirmative sentence, or you can say in a negative sentence. If you say you are not thrilled, it's the opposite. You are not happy. You are not excited. You are not pleased. So here I have the first example, and it's a negative one. My father wasn't too thrilled when he found out I'd used his car. So here, let's imagine the story. I took my father's car and I used it. He didn't know. But when he discovered it, when he found out, we don't say discover, when he found out I had used his car, he was not thrilled. Okay, so he was not very happy. He was not very pleased. Okay, so tell me, do you use your father's car or your mother's car or your brother's or sister's car? Let me know here in the chat. Or do you have a car? I don't have a car because I live near everything here in my city, so I don't really need a car. I take the subway, I take the bus. How about you? Let me know here in the chat. Participate. Join me. Anyways, another example. My grandmother was thrilled to see me again after 10 years. Now, guys, big disclaimer here. Unless you are traveling, unless you are in a different country or in a different state, not seeing your grandmother for 10 years, that is not cool. I visited my grandmother last weekend. I think it was last weekend. Yeah, I visited her, and it had been a few months since the last time I'd visited her, so I felt really guilty. I was like, oh my God, I haven't seen my grandma in like a long time. I felt like a horrible granddaughter. Tell me, when was the last time you saw your grandfather or grandmother, your grandparents? Let me know here in the chat and in the comments, okay? So here, what's the idea? My grandmother was thrilled. She was very happy to see me again. So instead of saying happy, you can say thrilled, because it is a more sophisticated way to say happy, okay? Now, there is nothing wrong with using the word happy. All right? But at some point in your English journey, it is important to use other kinds of words. So when you are a basic learner, there's a lot of structure you need to learn, there's a lot of vocabulary, specific vocabulary you need to learn. But as you move on from basic to pre-intermediate to intermediate speaker, you really need to step up your game and learn different words. And that's my goal here. So you could say happy, very excited, but how about using thrilled? My grandmother was thrilled to see me. Tell me, are you thrilled to see me tonight? I hope so. All right, I just got too excited now. Anyways, next adjective, impeccable. I love the pronunciation of this word. I love the sound of this word actually, impeccable. Impeccable. I also like flawless. Flawless. If you have played Mortal Kombat, I don't know, have you played video games? You know, do you play video games? In Mortal Kombat, when you win and it's like a perfect victory, you can say flawless victory. I like video games and I loved playing Mortal Kombat. Today I don't have so much time anymore, but it was definitely something that I liked. So impeccable means perfect, okay? No flaws. Something was perfect. So let's say you went to your favorite singer's concert, and then you go home and you start talking to your family, and then you can say, wow, his performance was impeccable. Everything was excellent. You know, the instruments, the sound quality, the music, the repertoire, everything. It was impeccable. All right. I absolutely loved it. So this is nice. Another example. Mr. Smith is an excellent customer. He has an impeccable record. What is a record in this case? History. Okay, what's the customer's history? Does he pay well? You know, does he pay on time? He is a customer, so he has a good history, not a good history, an impeccable, a perfect record. He is an excellent customer. He pays well, he's always buying, you know, he's a good customer, good relationship. So he has an impeccable record, okay? So this is how you use the word impeccable, okay? There are many other ways. And how do you better understand this word? Because maybe this is something that happens to many English learners. Sometimes they understand the word, they understand the meaning, the explanation of the word, but when they are going to use it, they don't know how. Teacher Prix, if I understand the word, how do I find ways to use that word? What I am doing right now here on this lesson is what you should do. You should sit down, grab a pencil or a pen or your phone and create examples. Go on online dictionaries, find dictionaries, type the word, explore. Go on Google, type impeccable plus meaning, explore the different possibilities of this word and try to see examples on the internet that can inspire you to create your examples. That's how you learn a new word, but not more importantly, that's how you use a word that you understand, but that you don't feel so comfortable using, okay? And more importantly, you practice here in the comments. Every day I give you guys an opportunity to work a little bit after the lesson. So practice. This is what you should be doing, okay? And hey, before I move on to the next word, please consider subscribing. I noticed from my reports from YouTube that more than 50% of the people who watch my lessons, who share my lessons, who like my lessons are not subscribed. So hey, consider subscribing because that way you will become part of this community. You will get all the notifications of my updates and new lessons. You help this community grow and you become part of my 80,000 subscribers. Okay? Awesome. Moving on. Absurd. I like this word too. I like the sound of this is absurd. Usually people like to use this is ridiculous, which is nice too. You can say this is ridiculous, but you can also say this is absurd. Okay? This idea that you're having, I'm sorry, it's absurd. It's never gonna happen. This is not possible, okay? So absurd is a synonym of ridiculous, illogical, untrue, okay? Now, as I said, the more advanced a word is in English, the more possibilities you will have of using this word. So here I'm giving you 3 explanations of absurd, ridiculous, illogical, untrue. So the advanced words that you start to learn will have many different variations. You will be able to use these words in many different situations. But that's the beauty of the language, because that way you don't need to learn many words because it's such a flexible word, okay? So here an example. Here's an example. His story is absurd. No way that happened. So maybe my friend, I met my friend this morning and he started telling me this crazy story. Then I look at him and say, I'm sorry, but that story is absurd. It's impossible. No way that happened. It's impossible. No way. It's impossible that happened. No way that happened. Okay? I know my idea seems absurd, but let me explain, okay? This is a very common sentence. Sometimes when you have this crazy idea, you could say crazy. I know my idea seems crazy. I know my idea seems ridiculous or untrue or illogical, but give me a few minutes. I can explain my idea. So I know my idea seems absurd, ridiculous, but hey, let me finish. Let me explain my idea, okay? Do you have crazy ideas sometimes? I have crazy ideas all the time. I think crazy is the new normal. What do you think? Anyways, my friends, moving on. The last word of this lesson. Outstanding. This is an incredible word. Now, there are many translations for outstanding, okay? Take it easy. I will focus on the word, on the translation that I want to show you guys, that I want to share with you guys, okay? So there will be other translations. There are many important variations of this word, but today I'm going to show you a very popular one, all right? Which is extremely good, excellent. So when you say that something is outstanding, it's excellent. It's extremely good. So that dancer's performance was outstanding. Now, like the third word, no, third, fourth, yes, impeccable means perfect. Okay? Now, outstanding means excellent. I'm not saying it was perfect. I'm saying it was excellent. When I say it was impeccable, it's like there were no mistakes. It was perfect. Now, when I say something was outstanding, it's almost perfect. It's not perfect, but it's extremely good. It's excellent, my friends. So, outstanding. Teacher Prix is an outstanding teacher. What do you think? Be nice, please, okay? Anyways, so outstanding, extremely good, very nice, really, really nice, excellent. You have done an outstanding job. Imagine everybody wants to hear that from their boss. So, hey, congratulations, Jamie. You have done an outstanding job, my friend. So, guys, these are the 5 words that I wanted to show you. Now, what is your homework? I showed you 5 adjectives. I want you to choose 3, your top 3 adjectives. Which ones do you like the most? And then you are going to come back in the comments and you are going to write 3 examples, okay? So come back here and write 3 examples using 3 adjectives that I showed you here in tonight's lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to share this lesson with your friends. There are many people like you who are trying to improve their English, become better English speakers. So when you share this lesson, you help other people. So that's amazing. I help you, you help other people, and we help everybody. How awesome is that? Anyways, my friends, have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow for another English lesson. Bye bye.